Welcome back to another incredible episode of Unapologetically Shaun, where we talk about everything that has to do with our mind, body, and soul, a splash of pop culture, and any and everything that I like to talk about. So if you're interested in today's episode, make sure you stay tuned. And also remember, you can listen to us, at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Breaker, Radio Public, Anchor, Amazon Music, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Audible, and each and every Wednesday at midnight on my YouTube channel, Life with Shaun. So let's get into today's episode. Welcome back. I am back, y'all. It's been way too long, but we definitely need to catch up. So, you heard the intro. I do want to let y'all know that I will not be doing episodes every Wednesday. I have to change my intro. But it will be twice a month, and it will continue to be on Wednesdays. It's just not going to be every Wednesday. Okay. So, the title of today's episode is Let's Catch Up. It's been way too long. So, I'm basically going to let y'all all know how my 2023 was, how I've been feeling, how I felt then and how I feel now. And also, one more thing. I recorded this whole episode and did not turn on the mic, so I have to re-record it. So that is what I'm doing. I just wanted to let y'all know that little funny tale. So I am re-recording this, and it's gonna be a whole different episode because I was just talking and now I don't know what I said. So again, we're gonna just catch up, and I'll just let you all know about my 2023. So let's get into today's episode. Okay, so 2023 was really crazy, y'all. It was so crazy for me. It was definitely a year that tested me. I feel like God definitely was testing my patience and testing my faith. And yes, I feel like financially 2023 was the worst year of my life, okay? Not of my life, because I've had, other years that were horrible, but financially, it was the worst year. Like, I didn't work half the year because I couldn't find a job. Last year was the worst year of trying to find a job. Like, jobs played in my face so many times. I interviewed with one company 4 times. I interviewed with them through a temp agency for the same position twice, and they went with somebody else. That, mind you, those temp agencies, that same position, they kept calling me for the same position, and it was with different managers. It was a hot mess. Then I just applied on their website, right? And Jesus, it just irritates me every time I think about it. And I interviewed with them directly. The lady didn't pick me. I was so pissed off. I had to interview again. For another position. I said, forget this company. It is not worth it. I'm not going to keep. That's like me begging. I'm not going to beg for something. If you can't see my worth and you can't tell if I'm a good candidate when I talk to you, then this ain't for me. And so that was a hot mess. But I had a job during that time. But I didn't start working until June of 2023, and I absolutely hated that job. Hated it. And the reason why I hated it was so unorganized. I did not agree with what I was doing. I don't like call center jobs, and the type of job I was doing should not have been a call center job to begin with, because you're dealing with people auto insurance and stuff like that, and it just should not have been costing her what I was doing. Anyway, and then I don't like telling people bad news. Like, I don't like that. So it just wasn't the job for me. And what I learned in that season of my life is that don't just take something because it's offered to you. And I kept telling myself, don't just accept anything. And you could take that lesson and apply it to many aspects of your own personal life. Don't accept anything, because it might be good for somebody else, but it's not good for me or for you, you know. So that's the message. Like, don't just accept it because it's there. It's all about having faith and waiting on God for real. And I think that's what I was supposed to do, because I continue to go through the same cycle because I rush into things. And that is exactly what happened in that situation, because I felt like I had to rush, and I really didn't have to rush, you know, because the right thing would have came along when it was supposed to come along, right? And so that is what I learned in that season or episode of my life. That is what I learned. Like, just stop. Okay, I don't know. Hopefully it's still recording me. But anyway, stop just accepting anything. And so that is what I stopped doing. Like, I'm not gonna accept any. Okay, y'all. Man, y'all just don't know how many times I had to record this podcast episode. Like, the first time I recorded it, the mic wasn't on. The second time I recorded, and it was a good episode too. So good. It stopped recording. So that's why I'm here days later trying to record the other half of this. And I don't remember what I said, but you know what? God probably has another message that he wanted me to reveal to you all. So now I am here talking days later. Okay? We're going to get this episode up. Okay? I don't even know if I mentioned when I was going to post it, but again, I'm going to do episodes twice a month. So it is coming 2 times this month. By the end of the month, you will have 2 episodes, okay? But let's get back to where I left off at. And I was really talking about not just taking anything in life just because it was offered to you. And I believe I was talking about, you know, the whole job situation last year, and how rushing into things is what got me into so many different situations, and how it ain't always good to rush into things. And you can apply that to so many aspects of your life, not just jobs, but like relationships, or, you know, if you have some type of plans when it comes to like business or anything, you should never rush into things, because if it's not meant for you, if it's not meant to happen, it's not going to happen. It's not going to go well. And I've learned that in so many things in my life. Like, I try to let you all know the different experiences that I go through in life, because I swear each lesson that I have experienced, or each trial that God has placed me in, I've tried to take the blessing out of each lesson. I can't take it during the season or during the storm, but I take it after, you know. I find the blessing after the fact. And so in that situation, I feel like the blessing was me learning that I should not accept just anything just because it's there. And also I learned that I need to wait on God. If it hasn't happened yet, it's not meant for it to happen yet. It's all about God's timing. And you know what? I'm going to do an episode strictly about God's timing, because I feel like that's a message that all of us need to learn. It's like it's not in our timing, it's in God's timing. And if you don't believe in God or a higher power, I'm not going to try to convince you how great God is, because God will show himself to you in the right way, through people, through places, through things. And you going to believe in one way or another. Okay? It might not seem like he's real, but look around. God is real in so many things. Like, we ain't just poof come here. It don't work like that. Like, that's another story for another day too. And it's not about being religious or anything like that. It's about the connection and the relationship with God. And I've been trying to develop this relationship with God myself over the years, and the older I get, the stronger I have the urge of developing this relationship with God, because I just feel that's where I need to be. And you know what? I really knew that God was real when I lost my mother. And you know what? I'm going to dedicate a whole episode about that day, and about, how I feel, being that it's been 14 years, almost 15 years. It'll be 15 years in June this year, 2024. It'll be 15 years since I lost my mother. And I feel like I might dedicate that episode to my mother, probably on her anniversary of her passing, and that's in June. So that'll be when I actually do that episode, and I think I'll be completely ready to talk about everything, because it's not hard to talk about my mother, about her passing, even though it still feels like it's yesterday. It's still not that hard, and I know that me talking about it could help the next person. So I'm gonna dedicate a whole episode to that. So, but anyways, that is when I realized how real God was, because he was there with me, and that was my darkest moment of my life, and God brought me out of that, because I swear I did not want to continue on. I didn't think I could, but I'm not gonna talk too much, because I feel like I need to save that for that episode. But yeah, so I got off topic a bit, but I'm just saying, like, just, it's all in God's time, man, and just don't accept anything that's been thrown at you. I know everybody have heard, like, what glitters. Wait, what the heck is the saying? Jesus Lord, that's why you should be talking before you know what you're talking about. Cause I be doing that sometimes, and I be like, what the heck am I trying to say? Everything that glitters isn't gold, or something like that. Anyways, everything that's for somebody else, and it might look good to you, that's going on with somebody else, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That's how I feel that saying is, what it means. Anyways, had to drink a little coffee. But that's a little bit about what's going on. Did I talk about going back to school? Oh yeah, I need to make that a whole episode of it. Your girl done went back to school. Your girl is back in college, but I graduate in April, baby. Boom. With 2 degrees. So we had that, because I had to start all over. I'm 31. I'm about to be 32 in May. And your girl had to start all over because the mortgage industry went up in flames. So now we are going over to the accounting side. And we all need some accountants in this world, because it seems like the industry is just... nobody wants to be accountants, I guess. Nobody like the numbers. But I like to know where the money going. And So I think it was a field I should have been in the first place, because that's what I was supposed to graduate with 5 years ago. But you know how things go, life be lifing. So that's why I'm here now, and I feel like going to school now in my 30s, I'm more focused. You have to pay for it yourself, so you care more about the classes. And I wish I really realized that I enjoy learning about business and all of that back then I wouldn't have wasted so much money. But now, you live and you learn, and as you get older, you learn from your mistakes. And so, that's what's going on right now. So I'm gonna wrap this episode up, and we're not gonna have to re-record this because it better had recorded everything, because I'm gonna be mad if it didn't. Okay. So today's episode was called Let's Catch Up. It's been way too long. You already know where to find us at, or to listen to us at. Us is me. I am on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify. Anchor is now completely Spotify. Okay, y'all. Audible. If y'all didn't know, your girl is on Audible. And of course, my YouTube channel, Life with Shaun. This is season 4 of Unapologetically Shaun, and this is episode 1. Again, it's called Let's Catch Up. It's been way too long. We will be continuing to be back twice a month, okay? So get ready, because this season's going to be great. And I'm excited, and I'm gonna be consistent this time. We're gonna have a season. This season is probably gonna last the whole year of 2024, not half the year, whole year, because now I can prioritize things a little bit better. Life, it's getting back on the train track, okay? Getting back on the rails. So I'm able to prioritize things a little bit better. And we need to talk about the 12-week year. I just read that book, so we're going to talk about that too. We're going to probably have to make that an episode, because I feel like everybody should start doing the 12-week year. But I'm done rambling. Hope you have a blessed week, blessed day, or a blessed life and a blessed year. Whenever you listen to this, just be blessed. All right. Bye.